Hey guys, how you doing? Steve Lav here. April 5th, 2014, Saturday afternoon, probably around 11 o'clock. Just figured I'd do a little vlog here and let you know what's going on with my stuff. And I've been relatively, this time of year it's not crazy busy. In between seasons, I've been steady working on stuff and doing a little bit of work on the truck, trying to clean and organize stuff. And, I get a couple of guys asking me about different things, what I do if my truck breaks down and what I have done in the past. Basically, you guys seen my truck. And that's the type of truck I like to run. For the reason being is I can carry a lot of weight in that type of truck, and it's a diesel, so it's relatively good on fuel. It's a 14,500 pound truck, and that particular one I run a diesel in there, twin turbo diesel, and I get over 10, 11 miles to the gallon with that thing, and it's 7 tons of stuff that I carry. So I like to have a truck that when I pull up to a job, I can walk out there and pretty much get what I need to service what I'm working on. But if the truck breaks down, I've had, trucks in the past with a motor blown or the transmission was bad. And, I was down for a week or 2 weeks. So what I do is I got a pickup truck and, it's got an extended cab. I'd load all my tools inside the cab and in the back of the pickup truck. Plastic containers, you could work out of that. The only problem is, you can't carry as much stuff, obviously. So, the jobs, sometimes you got to make a couple of trips to the supply house, which a lot of guys work out of pickup trucks and vans, small vans. I like my truck because I can walk right in the back, and it's just the way I like to roll. But there's nothing wrong with working out of a van. I worked out of a van probably for the first year when I went to business. I had a regular van, 3/4 ton. I beefed up the suspension, and next thing I know, I was working myself out of that, and I went into this type of Grumman working van, and I just recently got another one. This one here is about a year old now. It was a FedEx truck, is what I had, and I enjoy the truck. It's not gonna win no quarter-mile races or nothing, but that's not what it's designed to do. It's designed for a work truck, service and repair type of thing. So no, that's the deal there. And I've been glad to see some of the new guys starting to do some videos. Some of the guys that been watching my stuff for a while. Some of these guys are starting to do their own videos now. I'm sure I'm not the only guy that they watch, but it's good to see that. I like to see. I firmly believe that we all can learn from each other as we watch each other's videos, and you work in a different part of the country than I do. You work on different stuff than I do. So we all kind of bounce things off one another. Just because I've been doing something for 30 years, maybe you're always better than my way, and you're doing the same type of job as me. I like to watch videos because, I learn different ways, and that's the truth. I don't think that there's any superhero or anybody that's better than anybody else. We all learn what works for us, and we can all we got to be willing to change and modify our working habits to accommodate our situation. But no, that's what I think, and I'm glad that there's more guys doing videos. I wish that more guys would step up and continue to do more, and it makes the YouTube community a better place. The more guys that are involved in making videos, the better off we'll be, I think, overall, in the long run. And I just wanted to say, I support you guys, and if there's anything I could do to help, don't be scared to give me a holler. You can look me up. Just call my business number. The best thing to do is just don't call me during the day when I'm working. Call me after 5 or something. And if I don't pick up, just leave a message, because a lot of times if I see an out-of-state call, I get a lot of these people trying to sell me stuff, and I usually don't pick up if it's an out-of-state call. Just leave a message. You're from YouTube, and one of my subscribers, and you got a couple of questions to ask me. I'd call you right back. So, uh, anytime, guys, just call my business line. Just, not during the day. If I'm out working on the heating system down in the basement, and you want to chew the fat for half an hour, I'm not gonna be able to do that because I'm out working. But after 5 o'clock, that's fine. Call anytime. Yeah, it's still a little bit early for air conditioning for me as far as the service getting ramped up, but it's starting to get close. April. Next month is gonna be May. It's gonna start having some warm days. Usually, what happens when we start getting some warm days, like 75, 80, that people haven't ran their systems all year. They'll be calling, things will be low on Freon, and some of this old nasty shit I work on. You need to see some of this stuff. It's like ridiculous. These people call me systems, 30, 40 years old, and they're gonna just try to keep it running for another season. It's ridiculous. But I just can't always sell. You can tell these people, they need a new car, but unless you want to pay for it for them, a lot of times they're not going to do it. So a lot of the times I ain't got time to install new systems for these people anyway. I just kind of get them going and give them a price or whatever, or they call someone else for a price to install a system. I'm only a one guy show, only can do so much. But I'm looking forward to the air conditioning season. Get my 570, dust that sucker off. It hasn't seen the light of day for a while. Check the batteries. I know the batteries are probably low. And I got a 550 used as a backup in the truck. Um, I love the digital gauges. Once you start going to digital gauges and you step off them analog gauges, guys, you'll never want to go back. Them analog gauges, there's nothing like a Testo or even the Imperial. Looks like a pretty nice setup. I know a lot of guys had recently got the Imperial, and they're impressed with it. It's got its place, like for setting thermal expansion valves up in the attic. We have to get the gauges outside. Take your little phone up there on up in the attic, and you could set the thermal expansion valve right with the phone. That would be perfect for that. Um, if you're gonna play around with thermal expansion valves or something like that, and you want to set them, that's perfect. I'm sure Tesla's going to come out with something. I'm sure all the new digital gauges now are going to come out with Wi-Fi, as an option, as an add-on option. Would have been nice for the Imperial to have, a screen, an onboard screen would have been really nice. But I'm sure, maybe the next one that comes out will have it. Just a regular screen like that they got on the Testos. It's nothing, fancy. It's just black and white, basically. That's all they needed. But I'm glad that I see a lot of these guys. One guy, his father had bought him it, and the guy was ecstatic. Good for him. Good for him. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the new equipment that's on the market. It might not be for everybody, but it's got its place. I got nothing bad to say about Jim Burtman. I think he's a good man. I like watching all his videos. And if he had anything to do with it, I'm sure it's a great piece of equipment, and go a long way. You know. As always, guys, I want to thank my loyal subscribers, and I always say, that my channel is all about the subscribers. And if it wasn't for you guys that left the comments, and it really wouldn't be worth it me spending all the time to put the videos together and make it. It wouldn't be worth it for me because it is a lot of work to do videos and editing them and then loading them up. It takes time. But I got I think 320 videos loaded now, and I'm gonna continue to load videos as I go along. And it's been I've been almost loading videos for a year now. My first video was 4/25/13, so the end of this month, it'd be exactly 1 year that I've been loading videos, and I got about 1,100 subscribers, which I think it's okay. It's decent amount, but I would like to have got more, but it is what it is. Uh, it's not all about the subscribers. Sometimes it's just I'm just gonna do my own thing, and then whatever happens, happens. People want to watch my stuff, they do. If they don't, they don't. It is what it is. All right, guys. Well, listen, man. Thanks for watching my stuff, and I'll be bringing some more videos. And I'm going to continue to try to load more plumbing stuff because I've been getting a pretty good response on some of that. Trying to do more of the on the plumbing end. Air conditioning season's getting ready to ramp up big time, and we'll be all assholes and elbows with that for me really really soon. And the heating, I'll continue that for a little bit longer, and that's going to be boom. That's going to stop right off, and it's going to switch over for me. It's like dramatic change, and I'll try to bring a bunch of air conditioning stuff this year again, like I did last year. Last year was my first year, so this year will be better. All right, guys, thanks, man, and have a good week. And don't forget, take your family out for a nice meal, and it's all about the family. It's all about the family. All right, guys, have a good one.